Hello geeks and welcome back to Running Geek Girl. My name is Heather and I am glad you are here today. If this is your first time here, consider subscribing so you don't miss the running content I have coming out all the time. If this is not your first time here, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you back here in the Geek Den. Now, over the last couple of weeks or so, you may have seen that I have been struggling with coming down with flu type A. It was not fun, so please do everything you can to avoid getting the flu because I would not wish that on anyone. It was not fun at all. But I do have a couple of half marathons coming up and I needed to get back into being able to run. So after being unable to do pretty much anything for about a week or so, I had to get back into my training to make sure that I was going to be ready for the half marathon in Tulsa coming up on the 20th. Typically, I just do some quick training updates on my monthly update videos, but this time I thought I would go ahead and follow my progress over the course of 1 week in trying to get from not being able to run at all because I was sick to ramping up to a final run before taper. So here you go. Here is 1 week of my training. Let's take a look. So here we are. It is Sunday and it's time for a week of rebuilding. And this is not exactly where I thought I would be. I am, as of today, 2 weeks out from the Route 66 half marathon in Tulsa. And I thought that in a normal scenario, I would be kind of ramping up this last week to make sure that I've got the miles, that I'm comfortable with the pace and my ratios for run and walk. But instead, at the beginning of last week, I came down with flu type A, and I have been flat on my back ever since. I have every once in a while been able to get up and kind of crank out a slow half mile to 1 mile walk. Again, very slow, but I've at least been able to keep moving a little bit. But yeah, I mean, this is not an ideal situation. So this is going to call for some rethinking on what I want to accomplish at the half marathon, and some changing of some goals, some changing of some ideas, and we're gonna have to rethink how this last week of training before taper is gonna go. I believe what I'm going to have to do this week is focus on rebuilding, and it starts with today. I was able to get a couple of miles of walking under my belt yesterday without absolutely dying. So I'm going to push for a 3 mile walk today. And if that goes well, then I may start incorporating a little bit of running. It's kind of hard to say because the congestion that I'm left with is settling right here at the top of my chest, and I don't want to chance irritating anything that does need to be irritated, because I would love to be well enough to attend the half marathon as opposed to push myself too hard in training and not be able to run at all. So I'm going to have to take things day by day and see how we're feeling. The idea is to kind of make sure that I can get something done without pushing too hard. If I push too hard with the condition I'm in right now, I just know I'm going to experience further setbacks, which is not what I want. So 3 mile walk today, and let's see how we feel at the end of this. So there we go. That's 3 miles done very slowly. We're looking at about a 19-minute mile, so that's super slow for me, but I made it through.
If I were absolutely forced to, I could probably do another mile, but not going to, because it's just about stretching right now and not pushing too hard. So that's what I can accomplish today. Tomorrow I'm gonna take a look at what I can do about possibly incorporating maybe just a few minutes of running and see where we can build up to by the end of the week. But so far, so good, I suppose. See you tomorrow. And it is Tuesday, so got in touch with my coach over at vert.run and kind of let him know, I've been trying to take things a little bit easy, but he is still trying to keep me on track for making sure I can make it through both half marathons, which is fantastic. So he suggested no more than an hour today if I'm feeling up to it, and to pick a comfortable, easy run or walk, whatever I'm feeling up to, not to push it too hard. So that is what I'm going to do today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a nice 15-minute walk, and then I'm going to see how I feel with a short, maybe 10-minute run. See how that does. I'll take another 10-minute walk break, do another 10-minute run if I'm feeling up to that, and then a 15-minute walk to close it all out. So I would not be covering as much distance as I would like, but I am trying to get my body back into feeling like running. I'm just trying to ease back into it. Feeling a little bit congested right through here today, so I'm trying not to push it too hard. But yeah, off we go. Let's see how we do. Okay, that was a 15-minute walk into a 10-minute very easy jog. It wasn't terrible. I'm gonna give myself 10 minutes of walking and then see if I can maybe do another 10-minute run. And it's not even up to my usual easy pace. It's slower than that, but I'm gonna call it progress, and we'll see what we can do. All right, let's go. Okay, so now that's 2 10-minute runs with a 10-minute walk break in between. It wasn't terrible. It definitely wasn't very fast, but at least that's something that I can build from. So tomorrow, maybe do some intervals with some warm up and cool down walks. So we'll see how I'm feeling tomorrow. I do know I'm gonna rest pretty well today, take some cough medicine, make sure that everything here is good to go. This is not gonna be easy, but I'm not gonna push it too hard. It's finding that balancing. That's hard. That's the hard part, figuring out where not to push. All right, I'll finish this walk, check back in with you tomorrow. And it is Tuesday. I would say I'm feeling maybe 5% better today. Any improvement is improvement. I've been wanting to record for a little while I'm going through the neighborhood, but on one block, they're doing a lot of yard work, and on the next block over, the water company is doing repairs, and the next block over, street cleaning. So neighborhood has been very noisy today. I will say the people doing yard work, every single Tuesday, they come in the middle of the morning and do probably a good 3 to 3.5 hours worth of incredibly loud yard work. And so I found that if I'm doing any recording, voiceover, anything like that, then I have to get it done early in the morning or wait until late in the afternoon, because it's the only way I can get it done. and still be able to hear myself think. But I will say it's better than when the yard people used to come, which used to be at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning. So anything's an improvement. As far as my training plan, my coaches suggested today to be a rest day. I feel very unsettled if I don't do anything, so I'm just going out for a nice brisk walk around the neighborhood and getting like maybe 3 or 4 miles in, trying to keep it comfortable, but still brisk enough that I am getting some sort of a workout in, and it's feeling pretty good. It's not terrible. So I'm going to do this, and then afterwards, today is election day, so I'm going to shower quickly and then go vote. So that's the plan for today. Check back in with you in a few minutes. And there we go, as the neighborhood continues to get louder and louder, but I'm finishing up my walk. Feeling good. Still have a little bit of energy left, which is what I want to do. Again, try not to push too hard. So I believe tomorrow what the coach is recommending on my training plan is to do some speed. So we're gonna see how that goes tomorrow. I'll catch up with you then. And here we are, it is now Wednesday. Today I have a little bit of speed work on the docket. Feeling overall a little bit better. However, I have been coughing a lot more in the past 12 hours than I have been for the whole rest of the week. I'm not sure exactly what's causing that, but I'm not feeling any heaviness in my chest or anything like that, so that is definitely a plus. Today I'm going to be warming up for a bit. I'm going to give myself a nice good amount of time to warm up, ease into a very gentle, maybe 10-minute warm-up run, and then the idea is to go 1 minute hard, 1 minute easy, 30 seconds hard, 30 seconds easy, 15 seconds hard, 15 seconds easy, and do that 6 times. But I just need to keep checking in with myself and make sure that I don't need to pull the plug on that early. So let's get warmed up. Okay, so I've moved from the warm up into the speed segments. I can definitely tell I'm not going as fast as I normally do, and where I'm supposed to do a moderate run for a recovery, I'm having to do a walk just to make sure that I don't completely overwhelm myself, because my lungs are not hurting, they're just not real happy with me right now. So let's just get through the rest of these speed segments and then see how we feel. Okay, made it through all 6 speed segments. Had to stop a couple of times because of a coughing fit. So I'm not 100%, and I'm definitely not as fast as I normally am, but it was a good workout. My throat is not happy with me, so I'm just going to walk a little bit and then do a nice easy 10-minute cool down jog, and then walk the rest of my time to finish out the workout. So nice little break, and here we go. Okay, I'm finishing things off with a nice slow mile walk. To be honest, the nice easy jog I did at the end here probably felt better than anything else I did today. I just got to focus on not pushing myself. I know I'm probably going to be coughing up a lung for the rest of the morning and probably afternoon, but I do feel like if I had to power through a run right now, that I could probably do it. My lungs probably wouldn't be real happy with me, but I think I could make it. So I mean, success as far as actually getting the workout done today, not so much on feeling great by the end of it. I kind of went into it not feeling great, but I feel like I pushed just enough today without overstepping and making things worse. I don't know. We'll see how I feel tonight and how I feel tomorrow. So I'll catch up with you then. And now it is Thursday. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not feeling great. I was up quite a bit of the night coughing. Finally had to go downstairs and take some cough medicine to try and settle everything down. Everything just feels real congested through here. So my coach suggested 1 hour easy run walk. So that's what I'm gonna do today. Probably walk for 15, very easy jog for 30, and then a 15-minute walk, and then do some strength training. So that's the plan. I'm just trying to keep things moving but easy because I don't know, I just can't get this congestion out of the way. All right, time for a warm-up walk. Let's go. Okay, 30-minute run finished. I'm gonna walk for 15 minutes. My throat is still irritated, but my ear popped twice, so that felt glorious. I'm gonna see if I can get my coughing back under control and then head in for a little bit of strength work. Here we go. Okay, walk is done. Let's go inside and do a little bit of strength work. And here we go. Okay, so got some strength work done. It is time for some more cough medicine and see how I feel tomorrow. I believe tomorrow is a rest day, or I may bump my long run to tomorrow. It depends on how I'm feeling when I wake up and whether I can get any sleep due to coughing. So I will catch up with you tomorrow and let you know what's up. And now it is Friday. So I had a fairly decent night's sleep last night, and since the weather tomorrow is not going to be super great, I guess I'm going to bump my long run to today. So the plan is about 15 minutes of a warm up. I'll do 2 hours-ish at my race ratio of 4-minute run to 1-minute walk. I won't go full-on race pace just because I'm trying not to push too hard, but I'm gonna go as far as I can and then finish off with a 15-minute walking cool down. I've got some spring energy gel that I'm gonna try out for refueling about halfway through. I've got my liquid IV ready for hydration, so here we go. I'm not feeling bad. I mean, I'm not like back to 100%, that's for sure. But, you know, things seem to have just kind of settled right here. And I just can't get rid of it. And looking at my kids who had the flu before I did, this cough is probably going to stick around for a while. So I'm just going to have to figure out how to deal with it while I am running. So off we go. Here's hoping. Okay, warm up done. I'm heading into the run walk intervals. It is very breezy and occasionally drizzly, so a little bit chilly, chillier than I was expecting, but I'm sure I'm warming up pretty soon as I get to the run intervals. So off we go. Okay, I am an hour into my run. I don't feel terrible. I mean, I don't feel super great, but it is time to fuel up. I'm gonna try the spring energy gel in Power Rush. It's a peachy plum flavor, so let's give this a shot. This is really good. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan. I will most likely be bringing this with me to the half marathon. So we'll see how this sits on my stomach and see how I'm feeling over the next hour. On my next trip past my house, I'm going to get another drink and then carry on for another hour. Off we go. Okay, that's it. 2 hours of running. The last 30 minutes, I cut the run walk and just ran straight. So it's still a little slower than race pace, but so at least now I know I can do that. Maybe I can do that for the race, which is kind of what I'm planning on. I'll talk a little bit more about my strategy in my next video, but I survived a long run. It's the longest run I've done in a while. Definitely the hardest I pushed myself since I got sick. While I'm running, my throat is not irritated. It's when I stop or try to speak, then I have a problem with coughing. So, but I made it. I'll check back in with you tomorrow to see how we're feeling. All right, welcome to Saturday. It got cold overnight, so we are in the upper 30s to low 40s right now, and looking at how things have gone since yesterday, just kind of after that long run, at least now I know that I can do a half marathon if I need to, so feeling positive about that. Legs were maybe just a tinge fatigued last night, not necessarily sore, just fatigued. So easy recovery. Spring energy gel that I tried out worked great. So I'm definitely bringing that with me to the half marathon, and overall was pretty happy with how things ended up yesterday. I found out that while I'm running, talking is what, or at least trying to talk, is what exacerbates the actual coughing fits, but not the running itself. So kind of interesting. And then once I cool down completely, then coughing gets back under control. So I've learned that much. I'm still just a little bit congested, a little bit of drainage and everything, but judging by what I've seen from everybody else who's had the flu, it's just something that you have to deal with for the next few weeks, and I'm just gonna have to work with it as best I can. As for today, my training plan always has an easy run the day after my long run, so just an hour today. I'm gonna do some of it walking, some of it running. I got some strides that I'm gonna do in the middle of it, and just kind of make sure everything's still working before I go into a rest day on Sunday. So let's get our legs moving. Here we go. All right, I made it through. Nice walk, a jog, some strides, cooling down with another walk. Legs are maybe just a little fatigued today, but that is the longest run yesterday that I've done in a while. But I still feel pretty good. I mean, I'm not dying or anything. I can go about the rest of my day and not be too worn out. So I'd say this week has gone well. I'm gonna take it back inside so that we can just kind of wrap up what I've learned this week. Here we go.
And here we are back inside. So there you go. That has been my last week of training. I have done you a favor and edited out all the coughing. You're welcome. So Let's just kind of take a look at what has happened. I started out, as you can see at the beginning of the week, just really not feeling well. As you can hear, a week later, I am definitely on the mend. I still do have the cough and the congestion, and just from what I've seen, I'm going to be stuck with this for a while, especially since we have just been hit with a cold front. My body does not adjust to cold temperatures very well, and so this is just going to be something that I'm struggling with for a while. So going into the half marathon, which is a week away, I am just going to have to focus on maintaining and controlling how I'm feeling. I'm going to have to work on a taper while still making sure that I can get some good runs in, making sure that I have fresh legs when the half marathon comes around on Sunday. So I've got a long road ahead of me, but I am definitely a lot closer to my goals. And what are those goals for my half marathon? Well, if you will stay tuned to my next video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about some of my prep specifically for the Route 66 half marathon in Tulsa on November 20th. So make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss that or any other running content that I have coming out. So that's just another reminder to hit that subscribe button. You can also follow me on social media. All the links are down in the description. You can find me across all platforms under the name Running Geek Girl. Thanks so much for sticking with me. I am so glad you are here. Remember to laugh hard, run fast, and be kind. I'll see you later.